Yo, yo, yo! How you living? How you feeling? How you doing? B. Harris, Alex, and Kid Ed back in the bitch. Oh. We're not. We're back. We're back. We're back. First Choice Fantasy, and we got a mock draft for y'all, fellas and fellows, and fellettes, and chicken fillets, and whatnot out there in the audience. We are going to do 3 separate teams, and we're doing a 12-team half PPR, 1 quarterback. We got a couple other drafters in here, but we still have six bots in sleeper. So obviously it's not going to be completely realistic, I guess. But yeah, we also have
100% realistic.
We have a radical selector in here as well. I'm not going to name drop him, but he's pretty radical. Well, actually, we got 2. So yeah, it should make it a little bit more realistic to your guys' home leagues and whatnot. And yeah, so I guess anything else to say for you 2 fellows?
I don't hate the bots because, like, we've all been in drafts. Like, people do some weird shit.
Mm-hmm.
So if the bots are going to do weird shit, then so be it. Let's bot it up.
Let's bot it up. What about you, B-Hair? Anything else? Any comments?
The bots are, when Alex says, well, in his rankings, well, he's got to go somewhere. Well, the bots are where they're going to end up.
That is fair, like a Le'Veon Bell.
The
bots are going to draft
realm.
the shit out of those guys.
Yeah.
Yep. Devontae Freeman's going to be running back 1 on my team.
All right. Well,
can we remove him from the draft? That's going to like be a serious blow to the legitimacy of this draft when some fucking bot takes him around 4.
Where's he even?
That's what I'm saying.
Unless they like updated the ADP, so like
yeah,
this app wants to get on that.
A week ago, he was going pretty high.
Yeah, I've ever seen him in like the 3rd round. I don't understand that. If he was still on the Falcons, ain't nobody touching him in the 3rd round.
Oh no, he's in the thousands. He's not getting drafted. We're chilling.
Oh, good.
Sweet. So now that we have all that situated, let's just pull out some scissors and cut to that intro, and then we'll get into the mock draft.
Let's get cutting.
Get cutting. All right.
I feel like we've used that line before.
Have we?
I feel like
well, we're going to continue using it. All right.
Right.
Alex, start cutting.
Peace.
I said, baby, I am not the one to play with. Ain't the type to give up, I'm driven and motivated. I just want some recognition and some compensation. But this ain't about the money and it ain't about the fame. I got lightning in a bottle, I think I just found my perfect sound. Can you see the fire in my eyes? Bitch, it's burning now. Lightning in a bottle, I think I just found my perfect sound. Can you see the fire in my eyes? Bitch, it's burning now.
All right. We are back, and we're gonna randomize this draft order real quick so that everybody gets picks. Randomize.
Hey.
Fuck me, I'm pick 8. All right, we got B Space pick 1, Alex pick 3, and the 3 other random drafters 5, 6, 7, and then me at 8. So let's just
did it really leave me on pick 1?
It did in fact leave you on pick 1.
Oh wow.
All right, B-Hair, this is your pick, a 1-1. What do you think?
Well, if I would want to be like some of the bots out there,
Brandon, just shut up and take McCaffrey.
I could go with Derrick Henry, but in this situation, I'm going to go with Dalvin Cook because I'm that bot. Nah, Christian McCaffrey is my pick.
I was about to say, holy bejesus. All right, we got McCaffrey 1, obviously. Barkley, Kamara, okay. I was hoping to snag him up. Not going to happen. Love to see it. Derrick
Hell
Henry.
no. Hell no.
Hell no to the what?
Kamara
the
falling
Loki's crew.
8. Well, no. I was hoping. That's why I was at 5 because I was hoping to snag him. But
okay.
Derrick Henry before Dalvin Cook. Not too spicy. I like it.
Yeah.
I would have taken Zeke before Dalvin if I was there. But
and I've been taking Zeke in that spot. I did a mock today. 105 took Zeke.
It's a valid spot.
He's been the projected 101 before, so he's got that upside.
Yeah, potential.
I think he's
Patty
slowing
thinks
down.
Dalvin Cook has that upside. Do you think Cook has that upside if he plays 16 games?
Absolutely.
That's the thing, though. I just don't know if he's going to play 16 games. That's the only question mark I have.
Yeah, that's the fear.
That's the fear.
The thing is, though, that like all that time he's missed could help him if he plays because he's got fresher legs.
All right, Josh Jacobs or Dalvin Cook?
Season long, I'm going
Fuck.
Dalvin Cook.
Dalvin Cook?
Yeah.
I don't know, Nick Chubb or Dalvin Cook?
I'm going
Cook.
Dalvin Cook as well.
Okay. Well,
I'm stuck in a
then
tough situation here.
that spot. What about Michael Thomas or Dalvin Cook?
I'll take
Oh,
Dalvin
you got
Cook.
your own pick to worry about.
Yeah,
got
I'm
a
stuck
minute.
here. Josh Jacobs at the top of the board. Me and Alex talked before you joined, Brandon, and Josh Jacobs' ADP is extremely high in this. I wouldn't take him in the first round, but I mean, I feel like I kind of have to. Looking at the running backs, I don't really want Nick Chubb over Josh Jacobs.
Joe Mixon.
Yeah, I'm not. No, I'll sit out on Joe Mixon.
Oh, that's your loss.
Is it my loss though? Because I mean,
Just wait. That offense is going to be popping this year.
I believe in the Cincinnati offense, but it's just very questionable, and I would rather have Joe Mixon and Josh Jacobs.
Ooh.
Had to get spicy on him. Whoa, all the
Here
wide
comes
receivers.
all these receivers.
Disappearing.
Damn.
Oh, I don't want to have him fall. Okay.
Hopkins over Tyreek Hill. What do you think about that? I would go Tyreek Hill personally.
I would go Tyreek Hill as well, yeah.
Devontae Adams, and then Hopkins, and then Hill.
Seeing all the wide
All these
receivers
wide
go in front of those running backs is kind of insane, but I mean, understandable. I would take Julio probably over all the running backs besides Nick Chubb.
Yeah.
Now, with my pick here, I wouldn't want to go Lamar Jackson just because, I mean, the value of quarterbacks is so much richer, deeper in the draft. And, I mean, I would rather stack up with another running back here. I just have question marks with Miles Sanders. It's very scary for me. So,
You can hand in your
Miles
Eagles
Sanders.
fan card then.
I am an Eagles fan, but I'm going to have to hand it in after this. I am going to go with Kenyon Drake.
I knew it.
Yeah, I don't
Going
know.
running back style. Okay.
I was hoping to go heavy running back here, but I mean, I'm not sure. I think I might have to just because it's kind of my running back's a little questionable in my opinion. They're not my most dependable two running backs you could draft.
Good thing I got a running back wide receiver and McCaffrey. So.
This is true. Yeah, you got a little hard to
Well, luckily for the rest of us, you can only play one position.
True.
Luckily, yeah.
And this is just a mock draft. So
Yeah, that too.
Michael Thomas, Austin Eckler. I like that little duo that he's got over there.
Teddy, I saw that coming.
Dalvin and Lamar. Understandable.
Assuming Miles Sanders goes, I'm about to go off the grid a little bit.
You can go with the tight end, ain't you?
Oh, hell no. I don't believe in taking tight ends high.
don't believe in it, so you won't do it.
Violates my moral code.
Okay, Miles Sanders, Chris
All right,
Godwin.
fuck it.
Clyde. Oh, a little spicy reach by Alex. That's realistic, though.
I am a huge believer in this man.
I agree. I am the same way.
All right. Well, Alex isn't a high believer in tight ends. Well, this man does not get tackled. He truly believes it.
If George Kittle fell to me at 3-3, I would have taken him. Yeah, because at that point, like, kind of have to.
Yeah. Well, I mean, at that point, why don't you just take Kittle at 210 and then get Clyde Edwards-Helaire on the swing around? Because he probably would have been there.
That's true. There's just something in me that feels like wrong about drafting a tight end
in the second round. That's right.
In the second round.
Wrong as in unfair for the other
that team. I guess it would make more sense considering I have two bots. Like I have two bot picks between me and Brandon. I guess I didn't really think about that. I would have been afraid of somebody snapping Clyde up if there were 4 picks between me at like 210 and 3-3.
If you picked George Kittle with your 210, I would have taken Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
Really?
That's my pick, yeah.
Yeah, see, I feel justified then.
Understandable.
So I respect your decision, and my decision shall be respected by everyone. And
fuck you.
Same goes for Eagles fans.
You should double up on the tight ends.
Ooh, Amari. I like the pick. Amari Cooper. I can dig it.
Third, I mean, he produced. I mean, he was out there. He was a dummy out there. He was just out there to run routes. No one was going to pay attention to him. Because he was injured.
A gummy out there. He was just something wrong with the man out there.
Do I want?
Now we got Alex in with 2 running backs right here.
I wouldn't mind taking a third running back, but I don't really like the running back.
I mean, you love Chris Carson. Let's be real. Oh, it goes
take Mike Evans. I don't love Chris Carson. I like Chris Carson. Honestly, Chris Carson would have been a solid fit there, but I think Mike Evans has a higher ceiling.
Mike Evans over Cooper Kupp. I know you are high on Kupp, Alex.
I like Kupp, but Kupp scares me.
Right.
I don't see the potential for Mike Evans losing his job as much as Cooper Kupp could lose like half of his snaps.
This is fair.
Half of the team's overall snaps. So I'll take like almost 100% of Mike Evans over like 50 to 60% of Cooper Kupp.
Oh, Loki's looking nice with those 3 running backs. Yeah.
I love the 3 running back strategy in this draft.
I like it too.
Or just in this year. There's a hell of a lot of receiving talent to go around.
Yes,
I have a strong feeling that Riley, when he goes with his pick, is going to go Leonard Fournette because he's in love with the man.
Ooh.
He has been.
I've tried trying to trade him in dynasty drafts and whatnot, and he just wasn't having it.
Try to trade for him?
Yeah, I tried to trade for him.
Riley likes his Leonards.
Okay. I was right with Riley going with Leonard Fournette. But Teddy went with Odell, and now he has 1 running back, 1 quarterback, 1 wide receiver. It's not bad. Not a bad little.
Very Teddy-like move of him.
Yeah, that's.
And
I'm going to have to swing for the fences here.
And what's that?
You got any clue what I'm going to do, Alex?
If you tell me the position, I could make a guess.
Well, if I tell you the position, I'm just giving it up at that point.
Well, I mean, maybe. I don't know.
Let me just go ahead and go.
David Johnson?
Mark Andrews.
Mark Andrews?
There was no way he was getting back to me.
I will say your hint did give it up because I started scrolling down. I was like, well, there's only 1 tight end here, so I guess he's going tight end.
All right, now that I got 2 running backs. I could go with another running back here.
Take Zach Ertz. Tight end.
Actually, before I even think about my pick, let's just go over the last few picks. Got Melvin Gordon after me in the 3rd round. Not too bad.
Not a fan.
I'm not a fan either, but it's not the worst.
Devin Singletary under Melvin Gordon is criminal negligence in my mind.
Really? I disagree. I think Melvin Gordon over him is probably better than – it's ideal. It's ideal for sure.
I will fight you.
I will fight you right back. All right.
I don't think Gordon's that good.
I don't think he's that good either, but I just think the touch that he's going to get is much more valuable.
Might be 5'9", but he's a baller.
I think he benefited from Josh Allen. Plus, I mean, I don't think he's going to be.
Yeah, but Josh Allen's still going to be there.
I know, but I'm saying I don't know if the efficiency is still going to be there in that offense for him. Plus, like I said, the touches that Melvin Gordon's going to get are more, I guess, worth it. They mean more in fantasy than the touches that Devin Singletary is going to get.
Singletary gets a lot of receiving work, though.
He does, but I think Melvin Gordon's going to get just as much, if not more, than Devin Singletary's receiving work.
They are going to cut his ass in Week 8 because he's a trash can.
Disagree. Anyway, we got Le'Veon Bell after Melvin Gordon, and then A.J. Brown, Adam Thielen, Cooper Kupp, DK Metcalf. Although I did share my distaste for Cooper Kupp in the last episode, I guess, I would still take him over A.J. Brown. I like Adam Thielen of the 4 wide receiver group that just went in the end of the 3rd, beginning of the 4th right there. But, and I think Mark Ingram, I don't know. It's too many question marks with him. I'd probably stay away from him.
Boo.
Where you like Mark Ingram?
I don't like him there.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
Me neither.
I would probably take him to end the 4th, if not early 5th, but early 4th is a little too.
I'd honestly probably steer away from him.
Yeah, I mean, if you're getting drafted after players like Raheem Mostert, I'm fine with that. Mm-hmm. Or at the same area of Raheem Mostert, I'd take
him. I mean, I would take Mostert over him, especially because if he wants to get traded, if he gets traded, that is a huge boost to his fantasy value.
True.
Huge boost to whose fantasy value?
Mostert.
I don't think it's a boost to Mostert's fantasy value.
If somebody trades for him, then I would imagine they traded for him intending on signing him and giving him touches.
Yeah,
the guy wants a contract, so if you trade for him, I would imagine they're going to work something out. I don't know why you trade for a guy and just be like, you're sitting on the bench, bitch.
I just don't see anybody trading for him, but I get what you're saying. Yeah, I agree, actually, thinking back on it. I guess now that we're here with my pick in the 4th round, I have Joe Mixon, Kenyon Drake, and Mark Andrews. Top of the boards, David Johnson, Calvin Ridley, Allen Robinson, David Montgomery, T.Y. Hilton. Not many beautiful names I'm looking at here, but one that does stick out to me. Everybody knows my love for this man, Allen Robinson. I'll take him all day in the 4th as my wide receiver 1. Very comfortable. Pretty sure he had top 5 targets last year, which is obviously pretty, I guess you could say, shocking in offense that isn't that high-powered in Chicago, but I can see him maintaining the same amount of targets, getting better quality looks as well as far as accuracy and whatnot.
I'm just hoping that
my boy
falls a few more picks.
I know Alex's boy. I know his boy.
Yeah. Who is it?
Robert Woods. It's Bobby Woods.
Brandon?
He's my boy. You named off my boy.
That's your boy?
Stephon Diggs is coming off the board at 407.
Oh, who's my boy,
Rapid
Brandon?
fire,
Let's see
Zach
if you got
Ertz.
it.
Zach Ertz.
If you got it, Brandon, I want to hear the guess.
He's taunting us. He watches this show, so really he's just wanting to see our reactions.
I just want to know who you guessed, Brandon. You told me like 35 minutes ago you know who my pick is, but you have yet to spit it out.
Oh, DJ Moore.
Exactly.
You couldn't wait for him on the swing route? Okay. Fair.
Oh, well.
When I'm very confident in a guy, waiting is scary.
Yeah.
I mean, think about it. The last time we had this argument, Brandon told me he would have snatched Clyde.
Yeah. And
I remember in the video, I had a hard time deciding whether to put Evans in front of Moore or Moore in front of Evans. Well, I thought Evans was a good value at 303, so
you know who else is a good value?
I feel like I'm stealing.
412, I'm selecting Robert Woods.
That's a great value. I love this pick.
I love Robert Woods. You talked about, who was it? Allen Robinson. His targets been monstrous. Well, Robert Woods, he's a target hog. He's going to hog him up.
Yeah, let me pull up my tweet real quick, actually. I'm going to pause this just so I can bring up the tweet that I had about this man. Robert Woods. Let me look for the tweet. Robert Woods. Robert Woods. All right. We got Robert Woods.
Robert Woods, 412. What about him?
This man, okay. At the end of the season, if you pace his usage out in the end of the season after the bye, he would have finished in the top 5 in targets. Top five. Like it's something of note. Obviously, we talked about the man before and his target share after the bye, his fantasy points per game after the bye, his targets per route run and whatnot. If you want to click up there's going to be something up there about our previous episode. We talked about NFC West wide receivers, and yeah, all of us love Robert Woods, and he's a great pick here. Sorry for the hold-up.
No problem. Well, actually, it's no problem for me because I'm sitting here and I know who I'm going to pick. On the turn, this isn't something I normally pick safe, but looking at that I have a big turn coming up, I'm thinking I'm going for broke. So I'm going to turn a safe pick into a pick that could turn out saucy.
You can take Piedmont.
Or it could turn out pretty nice. And I'm going Jonathan Joseph.
Ooh,
Taylor.
Okay.
Jonathan Joseph.
Jonathan Joseph. Ex-cornerback, now a strong safety.
You know what's weird, too? Oh, never mind. I thought he was on that team, but he's on the Titans now.
This is a tough one.
Then we got
David Montgomery was the pick I was going to pick if I was thinking safe. But I'm looking at a huge turn here. This is 24 picks off the board. Well, less than 24 picks, 22 picks. But, yeah.
I'm going to keep it out.
I respect that pick, with Jonathan Taylor, Brandon, just because of the fact your team's already pretty safe with McCaffrey, Kittle. Cooper bounces up and down, but you got Woods as well as a wide receiver, too. I mean, that's pretty
I got the wiggle room for some ballsy decisions. Exactly.
Then we got Alex with Keenan Allen, 3 wide receivers. Now, why are you going wide receiver? I guess never mind. I understand it. You went wide receiver, I'm assuming, because you didn't like the running backs that were there.
Because Allen, Juju, Chark, and Lockett, to me, were the 4 best players, like, right on the board.
Yep.
And Allen, I think, presents the safest bet to be a consistent performer.
Understandable. Okay, and then after you, we have Juju going and DJ Chark. And I'm liking that 104 slots, the bots team. Derrick Henry, Chris Godwin, James Conner, David Johnson, and Juju. It's not – actually, I take that back. Looking back at it,
I think there's too much bust potential there.
Yeah.
Yeah, way too much bust potential.
I don't like the pairing of James Conner and David Johnson.
Nope.
And then Juju with the
Tevin
question
Coleman.
mark.
That is bold.
Okay, that was a pretty – yeah. We have another tweak of the year. I apologize, Teddy, but that was a fifth-round selection of Tevin Coleman when you have players like Tyler Lockett on the board. Questionable.
Whew. It's getting cold over at Teddy's.
Yeah, Teddy's not liking the shade, man. He needs the sun.
He's keeping his players cold. Want them hot, ready to go.
What the fuck are you talking about?
I don't know what he's speaking on. He said he's
come over to your house and smack
Whoa.
you.
AJ Green selected
Riley.
right here. Okay.
The Bengals fan.
Yeah, that is a Bengals fan decision. Really.
Oh, I did not know he was a Bengals fan. Well,
Yes, he is.
that is a great thing to know now. Anyway.
You're going to acquire all the Bengals receivers and running backs.
Exactly. I'm going to try to find a way to – oh, that's why he wants T. Higgins. Okay, makes complete sense now. Anyway, moving forward.
Yeah.
With Joe Mixon, Kenyon Drake, Mark Andrews, and Allen Robinson on my team, I wasn't expecting this man to be here. I thought Riley was going to snag him up for sure, if not Teddy. But I'll just go ahead and snag him up real quick. Tyler Lockett is my wide receiver too. That is day shine, moonshine, sunshine, beautiful shine. There's a bunch of shines.
A lot of shining.
Oh, dang. I was hoping Kyler Murray would fall me right here. Not going to lie to you. Kind of stuck here. I usually like going quarterbacks late, but I mean, if having Deshaun Watson there isn't too bad of these 4 quarterbacks here, just because the potential, I guess you could say. You've seen Deshaun Watson just annihilate fantasy these past 2 years. Quarterback 4 both the past 2 years, and is getting drafted right now. In this draft, he's going to be the 6th quarterback off the board, it looks like. So I might just say hell to it. I'm gonna go with it. Deshaun Watson, quarterback.
A lot of upside. I like that.
Ton of upside. I usually like going quarterback, and I kind of wanted to go quarterback late just to try to grab Tannehill, but I guess I'll just leave that up to Alex.
Yeah.
There's a lot of late quarterbacks that I'm very fond of in this draft, so I'm not really in a hurry to draft one early.
My problem is at 501, I'm personally looking at Dak Prescott, Russell Wilson, and Kyler Murray, and they all went a whole draft board across me. So if I would have picked any of them, I feel like I would have been reaching. Now, if I was in your spot, 508, 510, I would have taken Dak or Kyler.
I was fine with any of the 4 to fall to me. I was hoping 2 of them would fall to me so I could have made a decision. But, I mean, getting handed to Deshaun Watson in the 6th round isn't a bad value, in my opinion.
Not at all.
Ugh, all right. This is an interesting one.
I also didn't like Cortland Sutton, CeeDee Lamb, Jarvis Landry right there, so I just went quarterback.
Not really a fan of a lot of these running backs chilling up here. So
I'm going to guys, Mr. Alex.
Go with. Well, this is a tough one. I feel like, you know what, I'm going to do it.
Oh, Darren Waller. Okay.
Darren Waller.
I respect
He's
that.
essentially like their wide receiver 1. So
he truly is, yeah.
I'm okay with that. And I like a lot of these receivers at the top. I'm going to snag one of these on the turnaround, so whatever.
Definitely Devontae Parker.
I'm looking at running backs I can snag in like rounds like 8, 9, and 10. And I feel like I'm cool waiting.
Yeah, I agree there.
I also thought about waiting on tight end, but
Yeah.
I don't know. This gives me probably like I don't want to say guarantee because nothing's guaranteed, but it's much more of a guarantee than like a Hayden Hurst or an Austin Hooper or Tyler Higbee, although I'm fans of them.
Yeah. And I would feel the same way about the running backs sitting here. Marlon Mack, Darius Geis, Damian Williams, all sitting at the top of the board.
Yeah, fuck
Then you
that
got
noise.
rookies like Cam Akers, DeAndre Swift, and then you got players, Sony Michel, Ronald Jones. I mean, I'm not looking for any of them. And then I go wide receivers. I'm looking at Gallup, but I got Amari Cooper. So I'm not stacking up on the Cowboys players. I would have done it with Dak and Amari, but not here. So that means I am going to pick, once it is on the clock, Devontae Parker.
Okay.
And I'm sitting at the turn. I don't want a quarterback in this situation. I feel secure at tight end, so usually in these situations, I'm secure at one of those two odd one player. People choose to wait on tight ends or people choose to wait on quarterbacks. I'm not the type of person to pick both. So I'm going to pick Tyler Boyd. So I'm sitting here with a stacked 4 wide receivers. Amari wants to run out there hurt again. So be it. I'll play Devontae Parker or Tyler Boyd. And Tyler Boyd is a secure player.
Yeah, I was hoping Tyler Boyd would come to me. I'm assuming he probably wouldn't with Alex right there. But, I mean.
No, I was either going to take him or Gallup.
Yeah.
So Brandon made my decision for me.
So Alex in there with Gallup at 7-3. It's a nice little wide receiver heavy squad you got there with some good running backs as well. It's a pretty nice team you got put together over there. Keenan Allen as a wide receiver 3 or just flex matchup is just that's kind of insane to me. DeAndre Swift is the next pick off the board, and we got the next pick within the next 10 seconds. I'm assuming. Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock.
Coming up.
Running down.
Loki's crew, you were on the clock. Oh no.
Oh no.
Darius Slayton.
Well, I know he likes him, so.
Yeah, that's. I think it said Drew Brees, but then it changed to Darius Slayton.
It did.
On my screen, yeah. So he got his pick in, Darius Slayton there. He's a true believer in Darius Slayton. Then we got Mr. Teddy right here. He's probably going to throw another curveball in here. Probably take Damian Williams or something. Oh, he's going to take Rob Gronkowski. Come on now.
I hear it. He is.
Yeah, he definitely is. Reports are coming out saying that Teddy BX15 is planning on taking Rob Gronkowski.
The news is out.
News is out. Now we just got to wait for Roger Goodell to walk to the podium. Or just the camera to turn on and he's in his on his couch reading off a card.
Yeah.
With the 6th pick in the 7th round, Teddy BX selects Rob Gronkowski. Or the computer's going to make a selection for him, and it's going to be Marlon Mack.
That doesn't appear to be the decision.
That seems as if what happens here, so I guess we'll just
very bold move.
That.
And now we got a user who isn't even online.
That is excellent.
So we're going to run down to – oh, he's back on.
He's back on, and who do you think he's taking?
40 seconds later. Who do you think?
Gronkowski's here? You think Gronkowski's going to go here?
Is he thinking Gronk?
He's going to take Carry On.
Julian Edelman is up there. He could decide to go him.
I wonder if he'll take a quarterback or tight end.
Or Tom Brady.
Brady. Okay, that's a little unexpected to say the least.
I don't mind it. It's a redraft. I think Tom Brady is sitting there. I'd still pick Drew Brees over Tom.
Oh, 100%. No, I wouldn't, actually. I would definitely take Tom Brady and touchdown upside, like I said, in the rankings. With my selection here, I feel as though I should go running back just to – because say Kenyon Drake does, something happens with the man or something. Kind of a questionable RB2. So I'm going to take another upside swing. Why not? I don't want dependability on my redraft roster. Why would I? Cam Akers is my pick here. It was either him or Darius Geis, and I was like, nope, I'm not going to waste another pick on somebody who could possibly tear his ACL.
These running backs.
These running backs, so good. Darius, Kerryon Johnson, Ronald Jones.
Kowski going before Ingram and Hunter Henry. That's an interesting decision as well.
That is also, very interesting. Sweet, and I'm back on the clock after that running back swing and 3 tight ends. Sony Michel, what do you guys think about Sony Michel now that Cam Newton's there? Do you think Cam Newton's going to start? Either of you.
I would
probably,
assume so.
Yeah.
I don't, which isn't like I'm not huge into Cam Newton, but is Jared Stidham like even a person?
That is, you did say that. I forgot about that. Do you think the running game with Sony Michel or whoever the running back is there is going to benefit from? Because like I don't know if you agree with it, Alex, but typically mobile quarterbacks kind of lead to more efficient running backs just because, like I said before, they kind of spread out the box. It kind of –
it helps that you have to account for the quarterback.
Exactly, yeah. Like we've seen it with Gus Edwards. Gus Edwards obviously –
However, I do think sometimes it can hurt the value because if your quarterback has carries, there are only so many carries to go around, and the Patriots employ at least 57 running backs at any given time.
This is true. I don't know. Sony Michel's gotten a shit ton of carries the past 2 years, and
yes,
I don't know if that's going to go down. I kind of want it to go down because I don't think he's that great of a running back, but
he hasn't been so far.
Yeah. All right. Well, I guess I'll just get into my pick here. I am rocking with 3 running backs, and I believe I got to go wide receiver here, and I want to go with another swing at upside. So I'm going to do just that.
My player. Don't you do it.
Take Will Fuller in the 8th round. You probably don't like that just because this man is very often injury-prone or very often injured.
There are a few names there I would take ahead of him, yes.
Yeah, same here.
Drop those names. Let's hear
it. I would debate taking Marvin Jones. I would take the guy that I'm about to pick. I like Judy. Brandon's a huge fan of Christian Kirk, I know.
But you're going to take McCole Harmon, you think?
He's going to go Deontay Johnson.
I am going to go Deontay Johnson at my next pick. If
Loki.
I knew it. I knew it.
I don't think that's a very,
I know.
That does not come as a surprise.
See, Alex, I'm always one step behind. That's what sucks about being number one. Is that every pick you've picked, DJ Moore.
Yeah, but also on the other hand, I would have taken Woods, and I would have taken Boyd.
Yeah,
which I was not able to.
Happens in a lot of situations.
Happens to us all. Dallas Goedert
in the 8th
very Eagles
round.
fan decision.
Oh God!
Richie's gonna take him. He's gonna do it.
Matt Ryan, okay.
All right, let's get it.
Valid. I like Matt Ryan this year.
I just like so many of these receivers. It's tough.
Mm-hmm.
You're probably thinking Phil Lindsay with your next pick, ain't you? No, you're going Jordan Howard, probably.
Well, you talked about Sony Michel. Is he going to produce? Well, what about the receiving back?
Now you're going to take James White, aren't you?
I don't need an every week starter with these running backs. Jonathan Taylor, he's a rookie. He may struggle at first, but I got Christian McCaffrey to take care of that end of the stick. So, and at wide receivers, I'm sitting pretty with Amari Cooper, Robert Woods, Devontae Parker. So I'm going with a safe pick at running back. In my mind, is a safe pick. You got questions with Jordan Howard. He's always had questions whether or not he'll produce with a team, it seems like, for the past 3 years. And Philip Lindsay, not really feeling him. Melvin Gordon's there now.
You're not thinking about going quarterback possibly with Josh Allen?
Well, here I'm looking at wide receivers, and I see I could get Marvin Jones, who would be productive. But the thing about him is he's known to get hurt. So I need a player that if I were to need them to step in, I'm thinking end of season. Do I think Marvin Jones will be there end of season? I think it's unlikely. So I'm leaving Marvin Jones off my team for now, unless I had a team like rookies. Full of rookies, I'm going to hope I could get a veteran to step in, like beginning of the season. But you're right, I am looking at quarterbacks, and Josh Allen is not my pick, although I do like him a lot. This is not a homer pick, I swear. It's Carson Wentz.
That's not a terrible pick.
I think he's talented. His wide receiver core is an issue. Of course it is. But, I mean, he produced last season in the middle of the season. Well, now he's going to have a little bit of time to prepare with his wide receivers and, well, healthy wide receivers, that is. And hopefully that's enough time to get him and the whole gang up to speed.
Up to snuff.
Yep. So that way, well, I like Boston Scott, so I hope that he becomes involved in the receiving work a little bit.
Quick pick there. I didn't realize it. We got Jerry Judy selected by Alex Miller. Tons of wide receiver depth on that team.
I'm just not a fan of the players available at that pick. I was gonna go Howard, but obviously he didn't make it, and it's like, I don't know. Do I want to take a shot at Phillip Lindsay, or do I want to just draft Jerry Judy because I think he'll be good? And like, yeah, I do need a couple more running backs, and my plan is to hopefully snag them with my next picks. But like, worst case, hopefully I could trade a receiver for a running back. I'm not too terribly worried about it.
That's fair.
I don't know. I like you can't always go 100% BPA in a fantasy draft, but to me, Jerry Judy was a much better option than a lot of the other guys on the board.
If I didn't need a quarterback and Wentz wasn't there, say it was Josh Allen only sitting there, I would have
thought about Allen
Jerry
too,
Judy.
But I'm a fan of some of the quarterbacks later on that I hope to get my hands on.
You're heavily dedicated to that late round quarterback strategy, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Man.
Because you can always find a guy at the end of the draft who's just going to explode.
Yeah.
I agree. It's just the thing that I wouldn't say irritates me, but it just kind of confuses me is that he would have been the 12th quarterback off the board right there.
Yeah,
and
he finished like 6th last year, which is
exactly. And I can only imagine him finishing at least 6th this year, which is obviously a value, seeing as he's going to be taken off 2 times later than he realistically should be. And it just, I don't know, kind of shocking.
I get that a lot of his value is in like his rushing ability, but I don't know, his lack of throwing ability kind of scares me.
Oh yeah.
Can we please acknowledge the fact that our man Teddy just drafted Dallas Goedert, 807, and then O.J. Howard at 906.
That is pretty
O.J. Howard.
Teddy-ish.
Yeah. And his teams don't look that bad, too. So that's the weird thing about it.
I'm not a huge fan of his team.
After trades.
Christian Kirk gets snagged right in front of my face. That is disrespectful.
Filthy.
Actually, I thought about Kirk with 903, but obviously I did not.
That one hurts my heart just a little bit. I'm not going to lie to you. I was hoping I could grab Christian Kirk right there, but seeing as I can't, I guess I will move forward with my life and stop crying. I'm thinking Marvin Jones here just because, it's Marvin Jones, but realistically, in redraft, I like swinging for upside. You know what I mean? You got Will Fuller. That's upside. Cam Akers, upside. I should probably get a dependable player here, but just because I don't want to, I'm just going to go ahead and go for upside yet again, and I'm going to go with Henry Ruggs.
Ooh, Henry Ruggs.
Oh, there goes Josh Allen.
It took him only.
I was hoping he would fall back around to me.
That would have been insane if he would have fell back. That person has.
See, though, it would have made sense because if you look about it, everyone took a quarterback between you and Teddy. So if he got through those computers, then
Yeah, that's the only thing with bots. This man drafted double quarterbacks.
The
Which,
thing
isn't unrealistic, but
I feel like there's always going to be, like, there's good quarterback depth in the league, obviously, because, there's more than 12 startable quarterbacks in fantasy. So if you wait on quarterback, you can wait on quarterback, because as soon as everyone grabs one, like, they're not in a huge hurry to grab a second one.
this is true,
Yep.
Hence why, like, I just end up waiting. And then, that you can take a shot, like, at Lamar in the 14th round or Patrick Mahomes in the 14th round, like, before they broke out.
This is also
And
true,
then you
yeah.
win the damn league because you got Patty Mahomes putting up 40 a game.
Only thing
And you still draft a deep team.
Yeah, because, like,
So
when he broke out, I think I played 2 leagues that year, and both of them I snagged Mahomes in the 14th round. And then what do you know? You win. You got.
I agree with you from that perspective, but this year I'm not sure I would like late round quarterbacks per se. The only one I'm liking really is like Tannehill and Minshew maybe.
There's Tannehill, there's Matthew Stafford, and, like, if you're looking high upside, you have Drew Lock, you have Joe Burrow.
Honestly, I'm liking Cam Newton overall.
Tua is a name to keep in mind. I steer away from him, but I understand
I'm
it.
saying far away from
Honestly, if you're picking, like, 15th round, Kirk Cousins is a dependable option. He's a solid option. He's not going to put up 30 a game, but...
Speaking of dependable, since we're on this dependable page, I'm just going to go through with my pick right now, and I kind of wanted to swing again at potential, but I really need some dependability. I'm going to take Tariq Cohen, little boy.
I would have taken him if he made it to me.
Needed some dependability at running back. I got Cam Akers, Kenyon Drake, and Joe Mixon. Not great dependability from all those running backs.
Ooh, these running backs are just looking
ugly.
Great. And this is why you pick running backs early in these.
Yeah, honestly, now I'm kind of regretting not taking 3 running backs first. Because I look at these receivers and I see guys that I'd be comfortable taking, and I'm looking at these running backs, and there's just an empty wasteland.
Mm-hmm.
This is true.
There's a few names up there, man.
There's definitely a few names that I'm still interested in, and I hope they make it back around to me, but I doubt it. Yeah, definitely go running back heavy, or if you don't, probably going to lose. So,
yeah,
early on.
Like, in most years, I'm a huge fan of going, like, 0 running back, but I think it's suicide in this league, in this year.
Yeah.
I think it was, like, 2-3 years ago, that was definitely the peak.
Yeah, that was a great strategy 2 or 3 years ago.
Yeah, but now you don't really see many, like, I guess, undrafted or just late round running backs like in the NFL draft. They're usually rookies that you usually blow up from late round running backs. At least from what I remember, there were players like who was it? There was definitely anybody. Can anybody pull out some names real quick, possibly from like?
I remember a couple of seasons ago, Brandon. I think you were in this league that I went pretty deep in because I just snagged C.J. Anderson up, who at the start of the league was like the 5th string running back for the Broncos, who ended up carrying me through the playoffs.
Philip Lindsay is also another notable name that went undrafted, literally.
You got him.
Yeah.
You just snatched him up.
Many people probably just snagged him up in the waiver wire, but yeah, that's.
Oh, you're talking about players we snagged?
Well, players that like 0 running back strategy. If you go. If you just take running backs late, like in the past 2-3 years, like name some players that name some late round running backs you took that just blew up.
Well, you won't believe the wide receiver. You won't believe the wide receiver I picked up in the fucking free agency. In one league, I picked up Michael Thomas. It was this rookie season. I picked him up in the free agency.
Really?
Yeah.
Was it early season? That's kind of understandable. I mean,
I'm pretty sure it was like mid-season, right when he was starting to break out.
I mean, did have a couple good
games. He had a few early good games, and then I don't know, he disappeared apparently. It was a very long time ago, so. And
Alex, I just got a comment on that Zach Moss pick you had. I am very jealous. That's the player I was hoping would get back around to me. That's the swing on upside I was hoping for.
When I took Judy, he was the guy I was looking at as thinking like, all right, he'll probably be there at 10-10, so I'm just gonna chill.
Fair. And B Space with the Antonio Gibson selection.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. And I'm still going to look at some running backs because although I feel safe in that position, strictly because I've got Christian McCaffrey, that doesn't mean he fills 2 spots. So Jonathan Taylor, I got to face reality. He might not come out and break gold. So I think I might need a little bit more than James White. So I'm going to pick someone that I think has a chance of producing.
Naheem Hines.
And this player will be on the field with Phillip Rivers, and that man's name is Naheem Hines.
I figured.
Pipe up a 11th round pick.
Had to. The build up was insane right there.
I had to.
It was like a 5-paragraph essay you turn in your teacher in 6th grade, and you're like, I'm so proud of myself.
Yeah, and I got home, and I'm like, yeah.
I got Naheem Hines.
Yeah.
Anyway, we got Mr. Alex with Matthew Stafford as his starting quarterback. 11th round selection. Not bad.
I mean, he was putting up a top 5 pace like when he played last year. So
this is true.
You just snag that in the 11th round. I'm cool with that.
Seeing Mike Williams just go off the board, can I make a statement real quick that I did not know was true, but I looked into it and I was like, holy shit, that's shocking. Mr. Mike Williams led the league last year in average target distance. Isn't that kind of
wow?
I did not believe that. I didn't think
I'm actually not shocked by that.
Really? I'm kind of shocked just due to the fact
that, I mean, because
he's
always has like a high, like he's always been like a deep threat. Just because he's 6'4" and like not blazing fast.
Yeah.
But I didn't expect. Well,
I didn't expect him to lead the league.
I thought that was going to be more players.
My thing is like Keenan Allen is more intermediate. So is Hunter Henry, and then like Andre Patton was out there just kind of there.
True.
Someone's got to go deep.
It was just playing patty cake with the cornerbacks. Andre Patton. Alrighty, well, now that pick was auto-picked, we got me with the 11:08. Now, obviously, I was hoping Zach Moss would fall to me. Didn't go my way.
Who do you want to be picked to you?
I wanted Zach Moss to come down to me.
Yeah.
Well, it didn't last.
Done did fucked up, bro.
I done did fucked up. You damn straight I did. All right.
How I see it.
I guess I just got to – obviously, there's not that many bench spots in redraft, but I'm going to go for it and just get the handcuffed Kenyon Drake because obviously, like I said before, whoever the running back is in this backfield, they will succeed. So Chase Edmonds was my selection there.
I thought about Chase Edmonds before picking Naeem Hines.
I can respect it.
So I thought about it, but then, like I said, I need someone that I feel confident that will play, that will find his way on the field. It don't need to be a lot, but receiving down work is important, and I think Naeem Hines has a better chance than Chase Edmonds. It'll take an injury to play Chase Edmonds. So
exactly. That's why I took
him. Yeah.
I had to take him because if Kenyon Drake gets hurt, then I have a running back to insert right there. Obviously not the smartest, smartest strategy you could say. But, I mean, I had to. I wasn't going to take somebody like a John Brown. Not interested. Sammy Watkins, not interested. But now back on the backswing, I got 12.5. Thinking going wide receiver here just because the running backs here aren't they're cool. Like I would be interested in Justin Jackson just because like I talked about his efficiency and I think he's going to get a little bit of goal line work, but since I already have so much upside on my roster with wide receivers with Henry Ruggs and Will Fuller, I don't think I can afford to go with another upside pick here. So with that being said, I'm going to have to go with Golden Tate? No.
You don't seem too sure.
Fuck it, man. I'm going to Sean Jackson.
Hey, Sean!
I had to go with another upside swing. I just couldn't go with Golden Tate. Not much appeal with that.
I saw some better upside swings. A wide receiver.
You did?
Not really at running back. Yeah, I did.
What are you looking like? Jalen Reagor? You think he's a better upside pick?
Michael Pittman, Jalen Reagor, Preston Williams. Deshaun Jackson, I like him, but I have a thing against injury-prone players. I choose not to put myself through it, and I just don't draft them. So,
understandable. I didn't want Preston Williams just because, I mean, last year he tore his ACL, physical wide receiver. I don't know how he's going to perform the year after. Mm-hmm. And, I mean, I don't know. It's just –
I prefer a player that is questionable about how he's going to play after an injury, one injury, rather than a wide receiver with, a whole dictionary of injuries.
All I got to say is that last year when Deshaun Jackson played with Carson Wentz, I believe that
beautiful.
Excuse my lack of Eagles intelligence, but was that their first and ever game that they played together?
Yeah.
Yeah. That was also like their only game pretty much.
Yeah. And that's my problem.
That's the only thing that I have to say about it. Sean Jackson went crazy that game, 30-plus points.
Whoa!
Very odd quarterback run there, but.
And he took my quarterback, Drew Lock. I was going to pick him. I've got Carson Wentz. I'm aware of this, but I like the factor that Drew Lock, he could possibly break out. If he did break out, I could have been able to play him in place of Carson Wentz in a scenario where Wentz would get hurt, and Wentz gets hurt kind of often. I hope to not say that in a few years, but yeah.
No
time better than the present. And the present is sitting here, and that's Preston Williams.
Preston.
I like Preston Williams. I like what he did his first few weeks. Then he got hurt. And now I like the running backs I've got. I've got 3 bench running backs, 5 total. And I believe I got 5 total. Okay. Well, we're going to go Jalen Reagor here. Let's go.
Loads and loads of wide receivers. I can dig it. Ooh, Alex Miller with the high upside pick in Joe Burrow. I can dig it.
I like that pick.
That's kind of how I feel about that.
It would have been the Carson Wentz, Drew Lock pick if I would have been able to get Lock, but Loki's crew swept in and took him. And I finished my last fruit snack.
As you finished the last fruit snack, Drew Lock got snagged from you?
No, I just finished my last fruit snack.
Are they what brand?
Welch's. Not a sponsor.
I can dig it. Not a sponsor. Never sponsor. We don't have any sponsors. Never will. I like these late quarterbacks a lot, though, to be honest. Like, I kind of regret taking Deshaun Watson up there because I could have taken, like, another receiver and just not taken him. Because I would be more than content with Cam Newton in the 12th round or Jared Goff in the 13th or even later.
Yeah. I was going to say Goff.
Yeah.
I like Goff. And I would have liked to come away with Ryan Tannehill even. I think those 2 players would produce just as much as Watson, to be honest.
100%.
I don't know about Goff, but
I think Goff will, for sure.
Tannehill has the upside. Goff, I don't know. I think defenses figured out their system.
You think Goff will be a top 5 quarterback?
No, that's what I'm saying.
But you said you do think he will be?
No, that's what you just implied, Ed.
Because you said he could be perceived
as good as Watson.
Yeah.
Oh, did not hear that part. I apologize. No, I would say there's a chance he gets up there, but I'm not saying there's a big chance. He could probably finish top 10. I can see him finish top 10. I'm content with him as our quarterback.
Yeah.
Because the point differential between him and Watson, like say he's quarterback 10, Watson's quarterback 6 or something like that, I mean, the difference there is going to be more than, say, the difference between Cortland Sutton and Golden Tate.
Yeah.
So I probably should have, looking back on it, taken Cortland Sutton or one of those wide receivers up there, but
that's why people do mocks.
Exactly.
And that's what this is.
This is a mock, in case you weren't sure. So,
and who are you looking at, Ed?
I was thinking about taking one of the quarterbacks just because, like, I could have went with another wide receiver, but nope. You know what? I'm just going to go with Golden Tate because I was thinking about it last round, so I'm content with that. Definitely going with the quarterback here just to shore up that backup position. Not like I need to shore it up with Deshaun Watson, but may as well.
He gets hit a lot, so.
He does. So I'm going to go with Mr. Tannehill here.
Good.
Now, Riley hasn't taken a pick in like 6 picks, so I'm just going to computer auto pick that for him. TJ Hawkinson, his love.
Wow. Not too bad, Austin Hooper and Hawkinson.
No, you love that. Austin Hooper.
I do like Hooper. I would take Hooper over Hayden Hurst, over Jared Cook, O.J. Howard, Tyler Higbee, Noah Fant. Those tight ends up there, I mean, I named off a 9th-round pick. I would pick Austin Hooper over them. And he's at such a great value. He has produced as a number 1 overall tight end, and he's being drafted in the 11th round. Like, when I see talent from a tight end, I mean, that's talent. Tight ends don't get many opportunities, and when they do, most of them that show skill have skill. It's not just so happen. Okay, if you point out Fleener, we're done here.
All right, what are you thinking here with your 14th round pick, Brandon?
14th round pick. Well, it's going to be a quick one. Picking right up Paris Campbell. Just because.
Okay. You got a little hope in the Phillip Rivers dump off here with Nyheim Hines and Paris Campbell.
Yeah. And I'm comfortable at the wide receiver position, so I feel comfortable picking those dart throws. And I think Campbell is a little above a dart throw.
I agree.
And to close it out, just to have some fun, I am going to go with Tua.
Oh, I thought you were going to go with Brian Edwards here.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Tua. Draft 2 injury-prone wide quarterbacks just because, well, one of them hopefully will play each week I need them to and produce greatly. And Tua could be great.
Oh, a little Steven Sims dart throw in the 15th round.
I wanted Samuel there, but Samuel went, so I like Sims. I'm taking Sims.
You like Sims. He's taking Sims.
And I think I have 6 very solid receivers that I can trade for a running back if need be.
This is true.
I don't know what type of running back Michael Gallup or Jerry Judy could get me, but I'm sure it's better than someone I could draft.
All right. Well, with Loki's crew picking Damian Harris, we got Teddy B on the clock.
Let's see his dart throw.
It's probably going to be like some Eagles, like Greg Ward. Pick Greg Ward. Let's see it. Let's see it happen.
I am hoping for Greg Ward here.
Thaddeus Moss. Okay. That was not expected.
That is his 3rd tight end.
He has 3 tight ends, quarterbacks.
Yeah, O.J. Howard. Who was the first one?
Dallas Goedert.
Got it. That was it. I mean, he's cornered that market of possible tight end breakouts.
And he has 3 quarterbacks as well.
Wow. Does he have any running backs? Oh, he has Carlos Hyde. Who else has he got?
Marlon Mack, Tevin Coleman, and Dalvin Cook.
Wow. Yes. We can sim this man's pick because he hasn't participated in a while.
Barrington Evans. Okay. Huh. I was thinking here, I wanted to get another little dart throw because say one of these people breaks out and I could trade him, you know what I mean? And I have a ton of that on my bench. It's just if you break out, I can trade you. Sweet. If you break out, you can be my flex. Sweet. I don't really care. Just need some breakouts in redraft, you know what I mean? And there's 2 people I'm looking at here, actually 3, between Washington, Corey Davis, and John Ross. Obviously, not many people like Corey Davis because he hasn't performed really. High draft pick. Shit to bed. John Ross, same thing. James Washington, he performed pretty nice at the end of the year last year. Kind of showed up Deontay Johnson, honestly, for a few games. But I'm just going to go with Corey Davis here. Just
Now, quick question. This is for Alex. Any thoughts of going Cole Beasley?
yeah.
Or
Jerick McKinnon.
Name. All right, McKinnon, I will honestly, I saw Beasley and just kind of like glazed over it. So like possibly that should have been something. If this was a real draft, I might have considered that more. Also, like, I was pretty set at receiver there. So.
Well, that concludes.
McKinnon, though, Ed, to your point, I did think about it, but I could see that he wasn't going to get drafted, so I was just kind of chilling.
Yeah, I was thinking about going McKinnon as well, but decided to take another home run hit on wide receiver in the late rounds. That's what you got to do.
That concludes this mock.
Kind of how I felt with Sims.
So, I think it's time for question time.
Question time. Let's get it popping. It's question time.
We all declare. All right, I've got a question.
Let's hear it.
Name any position, a player that you were disappointed that did not get drafted. And Alex, you already somewhat talked about with Jerick McKinnon. Who's a player or a few players that you wish you could have drafted or you would be interested in picking up in the free agency after week 2, week 1?
That's a good question. I can't even see any players that, like, there's no players.
That's wild, Sleeper.
Hunter Renfrow.
Yeah, that is one.
Renfrow and Beasley are 2 that stick out to me as, like, dependable slot receivers. However, given the depth of receiver in the NFL right now, Anthony McFarland is a guy that I could see quickly becoming on people's wish lists.
Yeah.
Joshua Kelly.
Kelly, yep. McKinnon, obviously.
That's fine because I was looking at 2 Raiders, Brian Edwards and Lynn Bowden Jr.
Lynn Bowden, yeah, that
Those
was one
2
I wanted to mention.
are ones that I personally am keeping an eye on. I'm very interested in the Raiders offense because there is going to be someone emerging in that offense. It's going to be Josh Jacobs and one of these wide receivers that's been added to this team.
I think they plan on using Lynn Bowden as like a third down back, right?
I believe so.
Yeah.
I think slotting him as a wide receiver seems like an odd decision.
That's what I'm saying.
If they could move him to running back, I would have much more interest in him.
I think they assigned him as a running back, didn't they not?
He's a.
Believe so.
Oh no, he is, but he's listed with the receivers.
Yeah, he's listed running back and wide receiver.
It's like Cordell Patterson.
Yeah.
Is he listed? I don't see him with the running backs. At least
I
not
do not
on
see
my
him with the running backs either.
He's listed as a running back, but he's grouped with the receivers. That's interesting.
Makes a lot of sense.
Blake Jarwin and David Njoku are 2 tight ends that you could definitely have your eye on.
Yeah.
Oh, if David Njoku
as well as
Patriots, yeah.
As well as Will Disley, and I guess Greg Olsen to an extent. Chris Herndon and Gerald Everett maybe are dudes. Irv Smith. I've said this like every episode, but there's a fuck ton of tight ends now.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think they're going to be season-long values, I guess you could say, but like on a week-to-week basis, you can stream them. I think they're going to be streamers.
I think, yeah. I mean, some of these guys, like, there's a reason they're not drafted. I mean, Will Disley, I think you're looking at injury concerns, but there's a lot of names down here that if you need, Ian Thomas is way down there. I think he's got potential.
Yeah, I agree.
This position is probably, to me, it's probably deeper than it's ever been.
I agree as well. It's just so much more like usage of the tight end as well.
Yeah, I think like as coaches have evolved to realize like, hey, you know, that giant man who also runs really fast, we could try throwing him the ball. Now you're seeing a lot of these like super athletic tight ends coming out of college.
Exactly. Like Albert O. Talk about super athletic tight end. Golly.
Yep.
That man is huge, but I don't think he's going to see any work with Noah Fant. Anyway, any other comments, questions, concerns on question time or even the mock draft or just life in general? Anybody?
Nope.
It is raining.
It is raining. It is pouring.
Raining everywhere.
In a few hours, I will be snoring. I'm going to go to bed with a cold in my head, and I won't wake up in the morning.
I won't be doing that.
Alrighty. Well, I guess we can write this episode off, close it out. First Choice Fantasy. Brandon, Ed, Alex. Oops.